New product at Case IH, we're continuing to evolve and listen to our customers on what they're saying, and some of the things that they were talking about and asking for were a little bit blacker surface finish and looking for higher speeds and more productivity out of their tillage tools. Well, we came up with a 335 Barracuda is what we're launching today at Commodity Classic. This product is a high-speed application, much like our vertical tillage tools of today. We're really adding to our vertical tillage lineup with this product. Has a little bit more concavity to our blades that we had before. They're more aggressive, as the name might suggest, and a little bit deeper depths, which really give us a little bit more blacker finish, but yet keeping that high productivity that we've come to expect from vertical tillage. Well, starting at the front of the 335 Barracuda, on all of our models, no matter if it's a disc harrow, vertical tillage tool, or an Ecolo Tiger, we're always using a single swinging hose boom to support our hoses, support any electrical lines, to keep them out of the pivot points on the front. Of course, long and strong front hitch obviously allows us to quickly hook up to that tractor. So we look to the rear. We do offer standard hydraulic fore-aft leveling. That's a standard feature mainly because we need to make quick adjustments through the field for fore-aft leveling, and allows us to also come back to a setting once we've found that flat surface and flat floor, so we can return to that if we ever have to move from that when we go to transport position. Okay? Also at the front, you'll also notice a valve block. That is actually where we would adjust the down pressure for our rear rolling crumbler, or the Tiger Paw crumbler. A new feature for us last year when we introduced the 345 and 375 disc harrows and the 335 VT that continues on the 335 Barracuda. Big highlight of the 335 Barracuda is really the blades. You see that it has a bit of concavity to it, and it has a serration to it. And the serration here is a chisel tip, which is a flat tip, yet with the valleys, we have the chisel tip will wear, but then the valleys will stay sharper and continue the life of this 22-inch blade. The speed range is 6 to 9 miles an hour. So with a 34-foot machine, you're looking at 20 to 30 acres per hour, so high productivity levels. We offer it currently in our single fold models, which is a 22, 25, 28, 31, and 34-foot sizes, with the double folds, 42, 47 to come and sometime in the future. So on the back side, of course, trying to keep our level of productivity up when we're moving all this soil, we do have scrapers that are on the back side here, moving soil and keeping it from clogging up and plugging into the gangs. All right, the scraper is mounted on a heavy channel, and then the scraper itself is on a U channel that is extremely durable and allowed any kind of obstacles that might hit it to bounce off and not damage anything, but yet keep our productivity levels high. All right, so that's about the gang. As we move backwards into the rest of the product, heavy stubble-resistant tires on walking tandems all the way across the product. A walking tandem allows us to keep a consistent level of smooth operation as we are traveling through the fields at 9 miles an hour potentially. A walking tandem allows that wing to stay stable, as well as the main frame itself. We've also taken into account a lot of lower maintenance concerns for our customers. They don't really want to maintain the products as much. They want to get out in the field and be as productive as possible. So main pivot points throughout this tool, like on the wing gangs and any of our rock shafts, have gone greaseless. We use a poly bushing in those cases to help us reduce the amount of maintenance, but yet maintain the life of those pivot points throughout the product's life cycle. So vertical tillage has a lot of places on farms today. This tool is really placed for high residue levels, heavy corn stalks. Anytime you're looking to incorporate high levels of residue, we don't feel necessarily that it's a seed bed for corn planting. Our 335 VT is more of that. It does give a flatter floor, but it probably isn't as flat as what our VT product would produce. This is vertical tillage, though, don't get me wrong, but it's still about cutting and managing residue. So heavy corn stalk levels is really where we would probably place this product, and customers that are looking for a blacker output than what they've had with their vertical tillage tools in the past. We're looking anywhere from about 10 to 15 horsepower per foot. which is a little bit more than our vertical tillage line. That's mainly because we can go up to 4 inches deep with this tool. And at 9 miles an hour, that level of horsepower requirements obviously is going to expand and go up. I do want to point out that we have a gang in the front and a gang on the rear, both on 18-degree angles. What you don't get to see when you're sitting on the lot is the fact that the front blades are indexed to the rear gangs. That's really critical for getting a level surface, but even more importantly, a level floor. The blades on the front are indexed to the blades on the rear, so they work together. It's one of the reasons that we don't have adjustable gang angles. We need the front blades and the rear blades to work together in order to get us a flat floor for better seed placement and overall more agronomic design. All right. As we move to the final stages, we have 2 blades, two gangs, and then we finish it off with our Tiger Paw crumbler. All right. This is a hydraulically adjusted pressure, down pressure system. Right here. As I mentioned, it's at the front of the tool where we make the adjustments to the wings versus the mainframe. And then, of course, down into the reel itself, or the crumbler itself. This crumbler is unique in the fact that it has edge-bent blades on it, spaced just about 5 to 6 inches apart. We're aiming to try to get to less than 2 inches of clod sizing, but it's extremely rugged and durable for those rocky conditions. Much like our blades are crimped, all right, this is actually crimped as well, which gives it that added strength. All right, it does have a bit of a chevron pattern or a twisted pattern, which keeps consistent down pressure to the ground at all times and keeps it from hopping. And literally hopping over clods. It always has consistent down pressure at all times. In fact, we're able to hit the clods twice just because of the first edge hits and then the second edge hits as well to size those clods. Also maintenance free, but really the ending result is a high quality seed bed and really giving us the most potential for the highest yields out there.